Anti-migrant rallies have been held in Germany, hard on the heels of last week's unrest in Chemnitz. And the division seems to have reached the top level of the country's security services now. The head of Germany's intelligence agency is under fire for his latest comments. Let's get latest on this. Go live to our correspondent in Berlin, Peter Oliver. Peter, hi. What exactly has been said then?
Right, well, this all comes after 2 weeks that we've seen demonstrations against migrants taking place in the city of Chemnitz. Over the weekend just gone, we saw more demonstrations against migrants. This was after a 22-year-old German man died after being involved in a fight with a number of men from Afghanistan originally, a number of migrants there. That's in the city of Kärnten in Saxony-Anhalt. That prompted a small-scale demonstration, a few thousand people on the streets on Sunday evening. Well, Hans-Georg Maassen, who's the head of Germany's internal intelligence service, he's also facing big questions over comments he made last week concerning these anti-migrant demonstrations. Now, he gave an interview to the Bild newspaper in which he said that videos that supposedly showed crowds of the far right hunting down and trying to attack people who looked foreign, that's the words that were used. Well, he said that those videos were faked, and he actually accused the press of deliberately trying to mislead people. Now, this causes a lot of problems, not just because of those accusations made against the press, but also because Chancellor Angela Merkel specifically used these videos as part of her condemnation of far-right violence. Now, what we've seen is the Social Democratic Party here and the Green Party say they want to see a parliamentary inquiry into Mr. Maassen, as well as many other people saying the burden's now on him to produce some evidence for his claims.
We are asking the government that Mr. Maassen be removed from office, since he is using his agency's authority to present all those who've been reporting about the horrible events in Chemnitz as spreading disinformation. And in doing that, he is clearly supporting the propaganda of the AfD and the right in general.
Mr. Maassen's task is to expose the enemies of the Constitution, and his latest comments will result in the exact opposite if he fails to immediately provide proof for his claims. That's why we at the SPD have decided to call a parliamentary hearing next week so that Mr. Maassen has the opportunity to back up his assertions. That's why we at the SPD have decided to call a parliamentary hearing next week so that Mr. Maassen has the opportunity to back up his assertions.
Well, the Interior Minister, Horst Seehofer, who's Mr. Maassen's boss, has said that he still has faith in Hans-Georg Maassen in his role as head of the BFV. However, said he must produce some evidence to back up the claims he made about those videos in Chemnitz. Now, Mr. Maassen is certainly facing a lot of questions at the moment. He's also facing a number of inquiries over allegations that he handed intelligence assessments on Alternative for Germany to the AfD. Now, Alternative for Germany did organise one of the largest demonstrations against migrants, one of the largest far-right demonstrations in Chemnitz just the other week. They deny that any secret meetings had taken place between Mr. Maassen and themselves. However, there are a lot of people looking to Mr. Maassen for questions, as I say, and they want answers to those questions very, very quickly.